Yeah, I'm FieryAshes. I've been streaming this game. I played it for the first time really late. I only played it for the first time 2 years ago, and then I sort of tried speedrunning for the first time on a dare. And Erica, our lovely commentator here, decided that she'd be willing to teach me to run when I asked, because I was nervous. And she's amazing at this game, and I'd been watching her speedrun it for a while, and then this became like the speedrun in my brain. Like, I now speedrun 9 different games. One of the games I speedrun 9 different endings for, but this is the game that I'm so in love with, and it's probably one of my favorites in the Resident Evil franchise. There are going to be a lot of unskippable cutscenes in Resident Evil 7, so we'll have little breaks to talk about things. But, for example, now we're 2.5 minutes into the game and we're just about to start controlling our character for the first time.
Sorry about that. I had a toxic mute right for a second there. I was like, yeah, we're hopping right back in after a couple of technical difficulties. But the run is getting started in earnest now.
Yeah, it looks much better this time around.
Absolutely. We're zooming through with all the frames intact.
Huzzah.
Yes.
So yeah, this part of the game, pretty simple. There's actually a fun little boost coming around this bend. The first time you see Jack Baker right around here, there's something that I can't remember if it's actually called the Daddy Boost or if I just named that on my stream. But right there when you see Jack Baker, it actually, we don't know, the speedrunning community, why it happens. Sometimes you get a little burst of speed, and the only thing we can come to as a speedrunning community so far is that it actually tends to only happen if you have a lesser CPU. It seems to happen more often. There's no way of replicating this little speed boost you can get other than possibly having a worse CPU, which really isn't worth the speed boost. But my PC was not good enough. So I would get the Daddy Boost often.
We love to see it.
Indeed.
Wait.
Oh, and FieryAshes is doing the first of many reset boosts. You'll see in the upper left-hand corner of the screen a little circle that spins around every once in a while. That's the game auto-saving. And there's a few times in this game where if you do that and do a retry, it gives you a little bit of a speed boost. You move a little tiny bit faster in the game. So you'll see her, if you ever see, why are we doing a retry right there? It's because it will add a little bit of a speed boost into the gameplay.
Our lovely wife guy, Ethan Winters, who we're playing right now, yeah, he'll run a little bit faster at a couple moments. And I've been trying to incorporate those into my speed runs now. I feel confident enough in the rest of the route that I've been adding new tricks back in.
So coming up is one of the first little magic tricks. Are you pretty good at the Andre skip there, Fire?
Yeah.
So for those of you who know the game, right around this corner, eventually a body pops out. Sorry, this is a spoiler alert for a game that's like several years old. But a little body pops out of this, and you just keep moving on.
Yeah. Ethan doesn't see the dead body, so he doesn't jump backwards, so he doesn't lose some time. You know, oh God. Oh. Pictures of Mia will not cut chains, no matter how hot she is. She can't melt metal.
Yeah, love isn't that powerful.
And here is Mia. We love Mia.
And now driving.
The slowest.
The Baker's bringer conditioner.
This is always that part of the game where it's like, I want to go faster.
There's an invisible wall, so you can't move in front of her.
Yep, you're stuck going her speed. You're not gonna make me sing the song, are you?
I mean,
no, we can't.
There's a song.
Okay.
well,
So,
listen, I'm always about being here to save that wifely booty. We have to walk behind her anyway, so
I
just,
developed a song after playing this game 1,000 times over at this section.
As long as it keeps in mind the fact that we're raising funds for the children.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always fine.
which is why I just said some wifely booty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Respectfully, of course.
Respectfully.
We'll just say like there's a pumping techno beat that is a word. You can imagine yourself. Just everyone submit their songs by the end of the night of what they could be singing right now.
I'll definitely check it out later.
Yes. But I have literally tried to break the game a million times over in this section. I'm sure every speedrunner has, just trying to clip through things, seeing if there's any way. I did break the game a few times by accident while waiting for her to move forward, but I don't recommend it because you can't do anything.
You've got a force field keeping you on Mia time right now.
It's very important to spend quality time with your partner.
Well, especially
I think
we mourned her. We thought she was dead for 3 years. We had a funeral. Already had where he's driving. He's spent multiple days driving like through the night to get to Dulvey, Louisiana, because he got a video message from her saying like, "Hey, I'm live. I'm here. I'm in Dulvey. Come find me. We should talk." And he's just like, "I don't know if it's her. I don't know if it's a prank." And his friend's like, "Dude, she's been gone for 3 years. What?" He's like, "I've got to know. I've got to see her in case it's her." Like, good husband, Ethan.
Yeah, I saw the same thing on YouTube.
Good.
Just kidding.
No, for sure.
And now we just sit here and look at this awkward brick column. There is, in order to trigger the net when she like busts through the wall and gets taken or whatever, you have to be looking at kind of a specific spot of the map. And there we go. See, just like that.
There's 2 little piano notes that I listen for. And if you catch them, then you have 4.2 seconds before the wall bursts and you can start running.
And then you just gotta walk over this threshold and back out and knock.
Oh, nope, there it goes.
Yeah, I heard it real briefly. And some more cutscenes. I've literally done the next 30 seconds of this game with my eyes closed. It's so much animation.
Respectfully, may I say that I love how strong she is. That's how I'm going to put that. Just throwing me like a rag doll up a whole flight of stairs.
I love my strong wife.
Yeah, I love my strong wife.
You know there's fan art of Mia in this format. That's like, this is Bae. You know that fan art exists, okay?
There's fan art of everything, though. And then I'm going to rush to embrace my wife rather than trying to run away.
And also just don't struggle at all. Don't struggle at all during this whole section.
Exactly.
The game gives you prompts.
Is that she aims for the collarbone instead of the face because the face is the moneymaker.
Oh, I always said it was his hands was the moneymaker, which is why this is so heartbreaking. What happens to his beautiful, beautiful hands?
Oh, could you imagine if Ethan Winters was a hand model before this? Oh, no.
That's what I've been imagining for 3 years of speedrunning this game.
Was after all these years.
I have a whole other alternate plot of this game that this is just a bed and breakfast that they're going to, and this is just fantasy of theirs. So this is all planned. This is all just.
I would love to visit this bread and breakfast in my Louisiana trip.
Yeah, so there's a spot right here that triggers her coming up, and if you don't get it quite right, she doesn't pop up.
Ma'am?
So
I think it's right here.
You might, yeah. If you miss it, you kind of have to leave and come back.
There we go.
There we go.
Hey, sweet girl.
And then the next most debated line, she either yells Stephanie or step on me. Here it comes. There it was.
I always think Stephanie moment.
Yeah,
Big
I always
Stephanie
think
moment.
Stephanie.
Oh my god. Mia? Mia, I love you. But, oh my god. Why is this Mia fight going so badly? Mia. Mia.
It's a real girl power type moment, you know?
That could have gone better, but honestly, where she's gonna fall is close enough to where I want her. So.
Yep, that's a good placement for. Really, that fight, it's possible to one-shot her. But it's both Mia fights are difficult to one-shot her. It's definitely, unless you're like really like one of the goats of this game, it's not easy to consistently do. But the key thing of that fight is to make sure she dies at least somewhat close to the hallway, so that the axe that is currently in her shoulder is somewhere on the floor of the hallway, so you can pick it up as you go by instead of having to go into the room. So pick up the axe as you pass. Perfect.
Not having to veer out of the way is so nice. There's some practice runs where she ends up in the room and you actually have to like leave the hallway to get the axe, and it just throws things off.
The classic yellow tape on a door that you need to come back to.
And look at her, already up and about, our strong wife.
Yeah, she's fine.
Not that I recommend them, but we kind of have couples wounds now. She got my collarbone, I got her collarbone.
Cute. It's like the matching tattoos.
Yeah, it's, you know.
Yeah. A little less healthy, I think, but
We do not, you know, condone this type of relationship, but it works for them.
it works for them.
As long as it's consensual, and that's why my plot involves this is all consensual. This is just
Elaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I usually lean towards this is a great advertisement for couples therapy.
Absolutely.
If they can work it out after this.
Yeah.
It's really not their fault. You know, it's a whole umbrella thing I'm gathering.
So I managed to look away from a lot of stuff in this game, but this is one of the ones where I just can't make him look away from his hand getting cut off. So sorry to all the squeamish people. There's a few moments that are
Yeah,
brutal.
This is a pretty brutal game.
But in the Japanese 0D version, he still gets to keep his hand. And this is the first moment where you get to see the difference between what's called the 0D version and the American US version. Is he whether or not he keeps his hand. In the Japanese version of the game, they have stricter gore laws. So there's a lot of gore that's cut back. And a lot of speedrunners for a long time played the Japanese version, the 0D version, because it was faster, because it skipped a lot of the gore animation. So that's like the first scene right there that you can tell whether it's the Japanese or American version.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always saying, give me a hand, but this is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now this is the Mia 2 fight, which you're trying to get the one shot by clipping into her and taking a swing with your axe. And if you do it right, you can kill her in one shot. It literally like attacks her like 20 times over if you swing it while clipped inside of her butt.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Missed my shot.
Yeah, it's even like the world record speedruns of this game. The Mia 2 one shot is not consistent 100% of the time.
Okay.
So, but we beat Mia 2. You know, it is what it is. She's down for the count.
And I'll be healed the next time we see Ethan anyway. So this isn't that bad.
Yeah.
At least we didn't die here, which is like the first place I can die in this speedrun is if a Mia 2 fight goes wildly awry.
And now you're listening for a chair to fall, and that's the welcome to the family, son.
Thank you. Welcome to the family, son. It's funny, Erica, at this point I hear you saying welcome to the family, son in my head more than I hear Jack, because I've watched you run this so much.
That's fair, yeah. I love quoting. Jack has some of my favorite lines in this whole game.
So this is another kind of long cutscene sequence that we already have like 16 minutes into the game. and we already have like the next couple minute cutscene.
Yeah.
It kind of drags on, am I right?
There's a version of the speedrun that starts right after this family dinner scene we're about to go to, because speedrunners were so tired of grinding these first 15 minutes that they're just like, let's just have a category that just skips all this, and it starts in the laundry room. There's like special parameters of what you can or not have set up in your inventory.
Oh, if you skip the guest house for that category, you get to start in the laundry room rather than here.
Yep, yeah, it starts in the laundry room and everything. There's special guidelines about what you can or cannot have already done by now, but
so
that's all on the website.
A thing I love about watching Marguerite in this scene is that she plays with her food like a character in like an NCIS show typing.
Big typing. And while the family dysfunction is kind of happening here, I do want to remind people that we are raising these funds for the PCRF, and you can hit ! donate anytime to get those flowing.
Jack, I'm not hungry. Jack, no.
Oh, it's so yummy though.
Ma'am. And we're back to kind of brutal. I can't do anything about the fact that we're going to hear like the worst scraping noises in a second.
Fantastic.
It's okay, he just had a really bad ingrown hair on his face that he was helping get some pus out of.
Thanks, Papa.
Oh, you got that, Jack? Okay.
Grandma chilling.
Yeah.
And now we're about to get to the most heavily debated, the concept of RNG. Does this game have RNG? This hallway scene in the next bit is the most heavily debated, and again, you're gonna run into Jack soon, and the way he responds to you in this hallway, speedrunners are it's their goal to try to make it consistent. Oh, trying to open that door as you pass, that'll help later. But trying to get around him, grab the key on the other side of him.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bro.
Wow, nice.
Hi, Jack.
That was actually pretty nice. And then you're looking at this. You just want to look at it to trigger something later. And then it's just running away from Jack as fast as you can.
Jack, be nimble. Jack, be not quick enough, baby. Let's go.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that was real smooth. That was a very smooth transition there.
Thank you. I only managed to have Jack miss me there like about 70% of the time, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
And then you're doing like New Game Plus, right? So, so when we get all this whole
Albert and the circular saw.
Yep, we are going to get some items that you only get when you beat this game, every which way possible. We're taking the Albert, infinite ammo, walking shoes, and the circular saw. Perfect.
Yep.
There's other fancy items you can get, but we don't need them. So the walking shoes increase your overall walking speed, and then circular saw and Albert guns are OP. They do a lot of damage, and of course, infinite ammo. So unlike the new game speedrun, New Game Plus, you do not have to worry about ammo in this game, which is real nice.
Yay, pew pew.
Yes. The new game version of speedrun, I've watched some of my favorite runners do it. I've never attempted it because I don't want to worry about there's so much more inventory management, but now it's LeVar Burton checking in on us.
We're actually about to have one of my favorite lines in the whole game that shows that Ethan, while he may not always make the best choices, is more than just the wife guy. He also is like very good at thinking on his feet about how people work. He may not make the other best decisions, but he understands people. So this deputy thinks that this man who's all cut up and knifed up might be the kidnapper in the area rather than a victim. And we agree to meet him in the garage. Oh, it's coming up. Wait, you gotta give me your gun. You must have lost your mind.
And
Look,
while,
officer.
oh,
No, hold on. This is the best. So he says, right, deputy. Now, do you want to see my name in the obituaries? Or do you want to be a hero and save my life? He has read this guy to filth, understands his hero complex, and is like, if I am super dramatic here, and I'm like, do you want to be a hero and save my life? That he'll get something from this guy. And I think that that's good for Ethan. That's all.
really powerful.
It's like one of the only times we see Ethan think on his feet. So I'm just proud of him.
He is not a thinking man, okay?
The man of action.
He thinks more than Chris Redfield, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
And Leon. He probably thinks more than both Leon and Chris combined, actually.
While we have this little bit of dialogue, I do want to thank Jeremy for donating $100 with the message of thank you for doing this. Free Palestine.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Just like that guy's top of his head was freed from the rest of his body. We love to see it.
Yeah.
Alright. So Jack, this is the Jack 1 fight. We're trying to get him. You want to do enough damage. You want to do a little bit of damage, and then he does that, and then he's going to get in the car. You're doing it this way.
I am doing it this way. I'm not so pro as to not do it the other, or to do it the other way at Erica, unfortunately.
No, this is the safer strat. There is a much more difficult strat where you have to headshot him while he's moving in a very specific spot. Yeah, no, nice clean fight. You gotta pop him twice now, but he's got a lot of iframes in this fight, so you have to hit him at specific moments, and then give him some time for the iframes to go away.
Yeah.
And then the ladder drops.
Mm-hmm. And if you have a thing about seeing people blow their heads off with a gun, you might want to look away for like 5 seconds.
I do like the line, you're about to see something wonderful, though.
Yeah, it's a good line.
And that's the Jack 1 fight. First of many fights with good old Jack. So right now she's trying to, she starts the animation on that, starts this animation. They're going simultaneously so that when they're done, she can just grab that little statue and done. Get out of here. And moving into the rest of the house after this.
And I forgot to mention that after we got that last donation, we're ever closer to reaching our milestone.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What is the next milestone?
And we're about $30 away. 29 actually, if I can do math. So I might have to double check on for me. So getting Alone in the Dark upgrade to new NMG Emily Black Goat. So
come on, help get to that milestone.
Yeah, we're so close.
Oh, that was a rainbow split on getting that dog head just now.
Nice.
Oh, good job. That was one of the more stressful sequences in this game. From this moment to about you're doing the skip, right?
Yeah, I'm doing the out of bounds.
Okay, yeah. So everything from this point forward is a lot of timing. You're trying to get away from Jack, and this whole thing. Shutting the door, that shot right there helps slow Jack down for some reason, ever so slightly. You try to get the dog head or the pendulum back in there and to grab that before Jack gets down here, and there he is. Man, he came fast.
Yeah.
All right. So the timing, he's probably gonna pop out of this wall.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. No. Oh, no, he did. Okay. If you time that right, he doesn't come through the wall.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But it's fine. It's fine. We're still going.
I'm just hoping I can get to this podium before he gets to those doors.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, no. So now we're going to have to kill Jack briefly.
Oh, Jack. Oh, come on, Jack.
That's the worst. Yeah, when you get... Okay, there he goes. Dying on you. Yeah, it doesn't let you do this shadow puzzle if he gets too close to the main hall room, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. The first of many shadow puzzles in this game.
Okay, and now we need to go wake Jack.
Yep, now we need to bring Jack back to life so we can do one of the more
Jack, wake up.
showy parts of the speed run. It's the out of bounds glitch, the only out of bounds glitch in this game.
Come on, Jack. Yeah, you gotta kick open that door, I know. Such a showman. Come on.
So Bunny playing this safe by getting, way back here so she can get comfortably in place here. Right by that. Perfect. And then hopefully...
Oh, good
go.
uppies. Thank you, Jack.
GG's. So that is one of the more difficult but also kind of cool showy things. So you have to be very careful in your pathing on this point. A little much to the left or right and you will fall through the map and be stuck in a limbo that you sometimes can't get out of. And then you gotta find the just right... Oh my god. I didn't think you had that. I thought you were too far to the left. Good job.
Perfect. We love to see it.
Well, that was the out of bounds.
Power of charity.
It's one of the more difficult things to accomplish. Oh man.
Bro.
You took a headshot and stayed alive. That was impressive. Grab this key. Say, I don't care about you. So a thing, for those of you playing at home, leaving a lot of moldies alive in this section is fine because once you beat the boss of the basement, all the moldies go away. They disappear. So it's not even important to kill them all at this moment.
Yeah, I mostly focus on slowing them down instead. Oh, I did not mean to shoot there.
Might want to reload.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
I meant the gun, but...
You get the little, you know what I mean. It's fine.
And grab here. Now we're into Jack 2, baby.
Baby. He is so fast. That's the thing about them. They get around so quickly.
So this is another fight that is about really tricky timing. If you really want to go the most optimum strats possible, Bunny is doing the technique, but playing it a little bit safer, which is like, it's fine. Now he has a bunch of iframes, so you can't really do much to him. A lot of people do a bit of inventory management in this section, but...
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, that was a great shot. I was so nervous for you.
That was so powerful.
Look, sometimes Bunny is brilliant without even trying.
Are you? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
I just want him to tell me that I'm going to die here. Thank you.
Yep, there you go. And we are good to go. Jack 2 in a nutshell. A fun fight. That fight is so fun when I watch people who are playing this game for the first time. That game can be...
Are you gonna do the thing?
That fight can be so...
Weird little glitch.
Yeah, sometimes I get stuck where he won't chainsaw this frickin' door. And I don't know why.
Ethan.
Silly Ethan.
Come on. And now... The basement is nice and clear of all moldies. This is a good time to oh, that door's this is a good time to reload, get all your ammunition proper, and get ready to leave this house of horrors. But you're gonna do some back end stuff here to. What's cool about the speedrun that when I first played it, I never thought it'd be possible to beat this game without getting a backpack. But if you play your cards right, you never have to grab one of the backpacks that give you more inventory space. Which, to me...
I'm not gonna lie, there's one part of inventory management that I always get a little stuck up on here. But that's okay. I think we'll be fine.
There are a few spots where inventory management in this game is very difficult. There's a lot going on. When you see some of the like real hardcore pros, their inventory management, I know what they're doing and I can't even see them doing it on how fast they're moving their inventory around and setting up for shots. And another long cutscene. Interesting fact though, they did release, someone finally figured out how to cut these, how to skip these all these little animations. So there is a category that is no cutscenes, which shaves off like 20-ish minutes, 20, 30 minutes of the game.
I miss her shifting accent in the English dub.
The lack of consistent accent.
It's all over the place. I love it.
One of my favorite parts of this game is how connected to you Zoe acts later on when you have to make some hard choices. It's like, why would I pick you?
Yeah, I don't even know you, lady.
But we talked on the phone like 3 times.
Okay, so
don't you love me more than your wife?
If I tried to save every woman I talked to on the phone like once or twice, interesting.
I'm just going to do that now to get it out of the way so that we don't get stuck anywhere later. I'm taking a slightly safer couple of choices during this run today than I might normally take, just for safety.
Yeah, that's cool.
Safety's important.
And then you got all these beehives.
Oh, I got stuck. Oh, okay, so usually I'd be shooting while I walked instead of fighting bugs. That was just because I got stuck on the big hive and it threw me off. That was not intentional.
Grab this. There's a whole scene that happens that you don't care about because you're too busy. And now we get to meet Marguerite. If you don't like spiders, it's probably a good time to turn around for a second.
Including me.
Welcome in, readers.
Welcome on in, Lydia.
We are raising funds for the PCRF, and we're doing easy 80% speedrun of Resident Evil 7. So sit back and enjoy. And exclamation part donate in the chat if you're interested in supporting our cause.
This is my least favorite shadow. No, actually, no. This is my least favorite shadow puzzle. But this one is easy to screw up real bad.
Also, if you have a thing about centipedes, I promise I'll say something when it's over, but this whole hallway is dripping with them, like literally dripping with centipedes. So.
Yep.
Yep.
It is.
Resident Evil delivers horrors so well. It's like your greatest fears, they're all in here.
When I think 7, more than any other title, really taps into so much more horror. Like this game compared to all of them, it's just so cinematic. Even in 8, they don't really capture the cinematic horrorness of of like this one particular does.
I think Resident Evil 4 remake does it really well as well. But I truly think this is one of the best for that. Absolutely.
I didn't even know there was a bug right there.
Yeah, that bug can hit you in the face if you don't just pop it on the way.
I have literally ignored that bug all of my life.
That bug sometimes hits me in the face if I don't pop it and get it out of the way.
Interesting. And now we're going to try to sneak right past Marguerite, which is sometimes easier said than done. Bonnie does it expertly.
Without getting covered in spider this time. The first time I ever tried to do that and skip her, I went a little too far to the right, and I brushed right up against that locker that's covered in spiders. It was my least favorite interaction with this game ever.
Speaking of, well, actually not the... Okay, so we've got the Marguerite 1 fight about to come, which is the fastest fight you can have. If it goes well, you can literally kill her in like under 2 seconds. Bunny's just sticking the Albert the whole time through. We're gonna have a jump scare. 3, 2, 1. I like to warn people of the jump scares that I can't control.
I often do too. Yeah, I probably could have kept the other gun and just gotten rid of the knife.
All right, so the key is this: it's to popping her in the stomach. And you,
come on, hey girl.
If you have the other gun, you can do kind of 2 shots and then swap guns, which is faster, and pop her a 3rd time before she falls back like that, so you can kill her pretty much like that. But they're just, you can do a little bit faster if you do have the gun that Bunny already got rid of, which is fine.
Yeah, I should have only gotten rid of the knife. That's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
we're literally debating like 4 seconds.
Yeah, totally normal and good and fine.
Gotta look at all that weird stuff. Answer the phone.
I do have to answer the phone, right?
Yeah, this is the last time you have to answer the phone.
Call.
The rest of the phone calls from here are optional. But this one actually triggers and loads in the next part of the game. Are you're doing the lantern skip? Shoot at the ceiling, that bit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so this is another cool glitch that most people don't even understand it's a glitch. So normally you have to go all the way up to the next level of the house, look at the locked door, come back to this area, and go down in the hole that you were just in. But the lantern skip, as named, skips all that by going here, looking at the ceiling just below where the door is, and shooting at it.
Here?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, the paint dots. And you like come over here, and she... Marguerite. Yeah, there she is. What am I stuck on?
I think you're hitting like the border that is created if you don't fall down the hole right away.
Yeah, I was stuck on a thing. That's okay. That's okay. We're talking about like fractions of seconds. It's not a big deal.
The next fight is one of the more like it's kind of RNG, but manipulatable RNG. If you can get Marguerite in this fight, this would be a good fight to still have your other gun as well, but you'll get through it. There, basically, you can kind of control where Marguerite appears when she starts disappearing and appearing.
Oh shit!
So it's a really difficult thing to get is you can trigger her and pull back right away to basically get her to break through the window, but then not have her grab you. And now, at this point, the fight has progressed to... Oh, there she is. Where, who knows where she might be, but you can kind of manipulate her to show up right there at that spot.
Son of a basket of cookies. This is a problem.
Oh god. She just grabbed you right. She's just gonna... Yeah, so at this point, the fight really is, like, unpredictable. if you don't get her down in the first like 10 seconds, the way that speedrunners have developed, you're really just going with pure randomness and strategy. The strategy now is just survive and get her down.
So can I get that broken? There we go. I have no idea where she just.
Yeah,
A
she can
bug
be
sack.
anywhere at this point. So now it's literally you have to go hunting for her, which
Yeah. I was kind of hoping if I stayed looking the other way from that hole when she came back through another place, that's where she'd go next. Ugh. There you are. Hey, no, come back. Come back. No. Come back. Son of a gun. Hey, you're right here. That's awesome. That's okay with me. That's okay with me.
yeah. A difficult fight. This is truly like if this fight doesn't go as scripted, this and Jack 3 are the most difficult fights of the entire game.
Well, GG.
Yeah. You might have also noticed at one point Bunny was really hurting, but the nice thing about everything except for the hardest mode, the nightmare mode, you do actually heal a little bit to a degree in this game when you've taken damage.
Yeah, you won't stay at your most damage level for very long if you're not continually getting hit on easy, which is really nice. Madhouse, as Eric was just saying, is a different beast entirely.
The people who speedrun the Madhouse mode, they're built different.
Yeah.
The people who do knife only Madhouse I don't understand them, and I don't want to understand them. But now we're gonna go into the locked area, get some items that we need to get, and get out of here. But this part is navigating some moldies, and we get to meet our friend Evie for the first time. But this is otherwise from here a pretty simple, nondescript. Still a little dangerous if you get hit by some moldies. But
Oh, damn it.
yeah, the amount of times I've accidentally grabbed that picture in my life.
So I will say that this will be the like 20th time I've beaten this game today.
Just today.
No, like ever. Today will be like the
Okay.
20th or 21st time.
The heck? Oh.
Okay, I thought you were like really practicing a lot today.
No,
That's
I haven't.
awesome.
I guess I'm just saying like I haven't actually done this run to completion that many times yet. It's
So
still
far, it's
newish to me.
And while we're grabbing this gross arm, I just want to remind everybody we're with $100 of our next incentive goal to upgrade
On.
in Alone in the Dark.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we just
doing so wonderful.
Yeah, we just want to try to get it in before this run ends. If met, Big Scared will upgrade the category from NMG Emily Grace to NMG Emily Black Goat.
Let's go. Oof.
Wow, I don't know if I've ever been hit by that moldy.
Yeah, that's rare to ever get hit by that guy. I mean, obviously it's possible, but you do not need to answer the phone here.
Nope. And we're off on our way to get a snake key.
The one thing that when you're this badly injured that's flashing on the sides, you are a little bit slower. So that's kind of annoying, but
There we
there we go. The heal just happened. Now we're going to load in the next section by touching the trailer, but not actually going inside. You want to trigger the phone ringing inside of the trailer, but you don't need to go answer it, and you do it just by touching that corner. Oh, no, it didn't
Oh?
work. Nope. You were a little
Sweet.
too far to the right.
Game,
There we
please.
go.
There we go.
There we go. Yep, there's a loading icon, and there it goes ringing. Perfect. I have done that in runs where I didn't trigger it, and I missed it, and I had the world record holder in my chat being like, you just made a mistake. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, you didn't trigger the trailer telephone. And by the time I realized it, I was like already halfway through the space. I was like, ah.
I've done that before, and it's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the community for this game is also top notch. Like, just really friendly people willing to help you out. If you are looking for a game to speedrun, this game is, again, a great introduction to speedrunning. You might think you need to have a lot of skills shooting, but the thing about a lot of this is this game is like the enemies are most of the time very set in stone.
Okay, I'm about to be elbow deep in this police officer. I'm sorry for anyone grossed out.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
And Bunny can also attest that this game you can learn in chunks the speed run. So like you don't have to do all the flashy things at first. You can just try to beat it a little bit quicker than the last time you played it, and slowly add in the little tricks as you practice them.
Yeah, so like different reload points I'm just adding in now, but the out of bounds glitch I didn't do the first couple times I attempted the speed run, and then it's probably like the third or fourth time I did the speed run that I started doing out of bounds glitch. No, I don't even care about killing it. I just usually shoot that one to like keep it from hitting me.
Yeah, that's actually one of the trickier. That one has a tricky iframe.
Yeah.
Like if you hit it too fast, it actually does nothing. Like it will just absorb the shot. But
okay, I just can't die here.
And in this spot, you don't actually have to kill any of the moldies in this room. As soon as you go through this door, they will actually dissolve. So.
Just want to slow them down.
And now Bunny is triggering this puzzle, but won't actually go.
Ooh.
There we go.
So you might be thinking, why trigger the puzzle and then not go down there? That's the staircase in the void that we walked along earlier when we did our out of bounds glitch.
Yep. You need to trigger that puzzle so that the next section of the game loads in. Otherwise, the game will basically be frozen and you're not going to be able to do anything. You're going to get what's called soft locked in the mad
done that before.
In Lucas's little place. This is my least favorite shadow puzzle.
Yeah, it's most finicky, I think.
It's so finicky.
While we work on that, just reminding everyone that if you're looking to donate towards our cause supporting the PCRF, make sure you hit ! donate in the chat. We're within $100 of our next incentive to change the game mode for Alone in the Dark. Just make sure you select that incentive when you donate.
All right, so now we can get out of this place and go meet our friend Lucas. We don't need to answer no phone calls.
Nope.
Oh, but there are some moldies to deal with in. Nice shot.
And with that one, again, don't care about killing it, just slowing it down enough that it does not touch me.
With some nice party music playing.
I think I've been to a party at this house before.
I probably have also been to. All right, another long. This is a very popular spot to do a bathroom break. You literally have like 3 minutes to just do whatever you need to do right now. So a lot of speedrunners will get to this point and say, "I'll be right back," and they go speedrun going to the bathroom. There is a little bit of gore in this cutscene as well, so.
I'll just take the time to do some blurbs while this guy does his weird video. For everyone popping into chat now, we're doing our 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon. It's brought to you by the members of the Twitch Unity Guilds. We provide support and uplift creators and events all year long. And that's the Twitch Latin Guild, the Twitch Black Guild, Twitch Women's Guild, and this year Twitch Pride Guild. this year we are for this event we are proud to be supporting the PCRF. It's the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine. This guy's gonna do some weird shit to his fingernails. If you don't want to look at that, I'm pardon my French. Delivering crucial and life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid where it's needed the most. With your support, we can help them continue that vital work, ensuring that over 1 million children of Gaza will get the care they need and deserve. If you're looking to donate, make sure you hit !donate in the chat. It'll take you to our Tiltify page. You can make your direct donation. We have an amazing incentive going up now for Alone in the Dark to change the game mode. And we have some bid wars available too, for you to choose from. We're within $100 away from reaching that incentive goal, and we have to make it before the game starts. So definitely go ahead and hit that ! Donate in the chat. And thank you so much for being here and joining us. And I think that's all I got to say.
Yeah.
I was making origami stars during this cutscene while we were waiting.
Beautiful. Make a wish.
All right. Now the explosions happen down on Vamoose. And this section is, if you get really good at shooting, this section can be really fun to shoot all these little bombs. Wow, you literally got the 2-for-1 special. No, never mind. I thought you got that one as well. The explosion.
I wish I did. Ooh. Oh, I came back up too soon. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. We got this. We'll get this. Son of a gun. We'll get this one.
Maybe see if there's a little health in the crate in here.
That's
Damn
ammo.
it, just ammo.
And then that one's a bomb.
Yep. In the farm, right in the area where the elevator comes down, there is a life there.
Yeah.
But we got another cutscene. Oh no, passwords, right? This cutscene is the one I really like, the American version better.
Yeah. I don't think this is bad by any means. I think he has Japanese voice acted villain down, but the Louisiana accent there just is so good.
And so now we are getting rid of a bunch of items that we will not need. And
you want to get rid of the items that you're going to want again last, so that they're with the items that we're going to be getting rid of.
Correct.
So that you can grab them all at once rather than going fishing later. Will I?
Nice.
Oh, I did get it. Okay, sweet. Sweet.
This is a really fun section when you get really good at the shooting of it.
We don't need to kill any of them because they're not going to follow me.
So if you want some health, you could try to the right in the corner in the crate.
I don't know if we're going to need health again as Ethan.
Yeah, if you're true, you don't have much left before.
Boathouse Jack isn't going to hurt me. And this fight's over pretty much when it starts, so.
Yeah, so this is a fun fight where you just get to shoot this blob a bunch before it ever opens the garage door here, and it's possible to do enough damage to basically get it right there, but it is...
I'm just waiting for him to explode. Oh,
he's not.
Oh, you didn't die.
There
Okay,
we
now
go.
he's gonna explode.
There we go.
Yeah.
So now while this elevator is going, all she has are a bunch of custom items. She can literally just discard all these and it will automatically go into the item box because they are special items for beating the game every which way possible.
All right. While we are fighting for our lives in this part of the game without any of our items. Just be mindful that you can donate towards our goal of supporting the PCRF and also contribute to our incentive to choose the game mode for Alone in the Dark, upgrading it to NMG Emily Backglow. We're within $100 of that donation goal. Oh, actually, we got $10 just a few seconds ago from Tesseract Labs. Thank you so much for contributing towards the cause.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Tess.
Tesseract.
Tess is one of my moderators. Oh no,
right.
he snuck up on us. Who could have thought he'd do that?
So we did just get an update. We will have a little bit more time because the incentive will now close 40 to 45 minutes into Big Scared's run. So a little more time to help us reach our donation goal. We're so close.
Is it at $11 or is it?
I will do the math.
So yeah, this part of the game is really just, it's a puzzle game where if you don't know the puzzle, I'm sure it's difficult, but having known the puzzle now for a very long time, this lock is really, when you know the trick to this lock, it's even easier than you expect, but it's literally 5 clicks in either direction will get you to the answer. Grab that. There's literally nothing fancy about this section. It's just a matter of how fast can you do all this part.
All right, we are $59 away.
Ooh, we're so close.
So close.
This is one of the parts where Ethan does not think on his feet. Because this guy is clearly a fan of explosives. They've been everywhere. And what do? We keep our face right here above the ticking thing that was a pressure plate. But that's okay. I'm just gonna...
Now we,
over here.
speaking of explosive things, we can get some TNT dropped behind us, but we can open that up, grab that, put it in there real quick, and wait for it to explode. And if you go through the flames fast enough, there's a little animation drag normally, but if you do it fast enough, you can actually just run through it without any drag. There we go.
Wow.
So that drag right there, you can sometimes avoid that.
Oh, okay, hold on.
There we go. Bunny just reloaded up on everything that she'll need for the ensuing fight. Grab the shriveled head. And now it's time to meet Boathouse Jack or Jack 3.
Oh.
That you nope.
Hello?
You can try to stick an arm in there, but that's probably not.
Yeah, I don't think any of the little thingies can do that for me.
And now it's running around.
Is now a good time for me to drop a few blurbs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I just wanted to remind everybody what we're here for. This is the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon event. We are raising funds for the PCRF. They are providing humanitarian aid in Palestine. We are so grateful for everyone who is here to help support and provide that medical relief where it's needed the most. If you're looking to donate, make sure you type !donate in the chat to get our link to our Tiltify page, and you can make a direct donation. We are less than $60 away from our incentive for our next game in the run. So thank you so much for lurking, for being here, and donating if you can. Makes a big difference.
It looks like we hit that 150. All right.
We did 1 minute ago with Romance. Racer. Oh my gosh, you snuck it in. So we did reach that goal. Thank you so much. In our run of Alone in the Dark, Big Scared will upgrade the category from MMG Emily Grace to NMG Emily Blackcoat. Thank you so much.
Woot woot.
Woo, we doing it.
All right, now we're just giving Zoe the shriveled body parts. And we're gonna do what's this little tiny skip. If you go all the way back down while she's fixing the serum and touch this item box, it skips a little bit of game time. This should be like ready as soon right when we get there. Boom. It's the weirdest little glitch time safe. And now Jack 3, this is the most difficult fight in the entire game. Like, this should have been the final boss fight with how hard this fight is. Whether you're even speedrunning it, this is one of the most difficult. There's a series of shots right here in the beginning where if you land them, this fight's going to go really good for you, and if you don't, it's going to be a lot longer fight.
Okay. Honestly, that could have been worse, but it could have been better. Want those.
Seems like you want to keep your eye on the prize.
Oh!
We're getting a lot of hypes in chat to support you through this.
So, there is one of these giant orange eyes, which, if you haven't figured out, the orange eyes is what you want to destroy on this fight. There is one, like, right under where the tail attaches to the body that you can only reach it in very limited moments. And there's a moment right at the beginning when he reaches up at you on this thing where it becomes visible. And if you shoot him twice in the eye right from the get-go and then reach down and shoot that spot at the bottom, you can one-shot that eye and get rid of it right off the bat, which makes the whole rest of the fight easier.
Yeah, his cloac eye, it's the worst.
Wow. How many eye puns can we fit into this?
I guess we'll find out, huh?
Clearly, Bunny is an apt pupil of this game.
And in between the puns, if you're looking to donate, make sure you type !donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page. We also have a bidding war between Batman and Robin for when Cypherin plays The Adventures of Batman tomorrow morning.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no,
gracious.
stay up there. No, stay up there.
See, and Bunny was trying to get that particular eye I was talking about, but he already left down there, or up there. So
Come on.
she's trying to bait him back up to
Come on,
here
Jack.
so that she can try to get a good shot at this eye. There it is.
Come on. No.
Come on. Go up.
Oh. You absolute pain. Jack.
So as you can imagine watching this fight can easily, to me,
Oh, now you've gone up. Okay.
a
All right.
speedrun is pretty much like, if you can get through this fight, you probably will finish a run.
Oh,
Oh!
what? Hello?
Don't even see that maneuver very often.
I didn't remember he could do that. So, okay.
All right, so all of his eyes are destroyed, so he's gonna. There's just a bunch of animation stuff, but you've you've gotten through the most difficult parts of this game. Once you've beaten this, he's gonna do some stuff, but this is all pretty scripted. If you just take a saw to his eye and he's done.
Well, that usually
GG's.
heals. So
But
we got rid of Boathouse Jack. Probably the least consistent battle I have other than Mia 2, and like Marguerite 2. Well, those are the top inconsistent battles. I think I am more often inconsistent with Boathouse Jack and Mia 2 than I am with Marguerite at this point.
Jack 3 is a work of art. When you watch some of the top speedrunners of this game, it is It is just a thing. It is a Mona Lisa smile. That's what it is. Did I just quote it?
Truly.
Is that a Julia Roberts movie or something? I don't know. And now,
So,
oh, good. Yeah,
No, I was
this is a
just
great time to
gonna-
talk about some stuff.
Okay, cool. So just letting everybody know, thank you for joining us for the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon, brought to you by the members of the Twitch Unity Guilds, including the Twitch Latin Guild, Twitch Black Guild, Twitch Women's Guild, and Twitch Pride Guild. We're celebrating each other's joy and authentic voices and experiences all year long, and raising funds to support the PCRF, a primary humanitarian organization in Palestine, delivering crucial and life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid. Here we are providing humanitarian aid to our wife in this game, Resident Evil 7. In this classic choice between the woman we've been looking for the last 3 years and a lady we've
Stranger.
met about 20 minutes ago. We have FieryAshes running with Erica Please doing the commentary. We reach our incentive for the next game, and we are in a bidding war, but we are grateful for everything you can donate towards our goal. Just go ahead and hit ! donate in chat so that get to our Tiltify page, and you can make a direct donation.
I do
So-
love that moment where just now it was like, wait, you should use my dose to heal Jack. And then you step outside and she's like, what do you mean I don't get a dose? And it's like, ma'am, you, one, you're a stranger, and two, you literally just volunteered your dose for someone else. Like, you spoke for that already. That was your idea.
No take
I'm not
backsies.
Right?
In this house.
I'm not gonna let her do take backsies, especially when it's between her and my wife. That's so silly.
Not the worst part. I went a long time without ever choosing Zoe, and I think I did some random playthrough when I was just trying to get all the achievements for the game where I chose Zoe. And I have never felt so, just angry. The only time I felt as that angry is maybe playing an Echo the Dolphin game, is what happens when you select Zoe. Like, Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think I consider the DLC canon, and that she's good with her Uncle Punchy Hands coming to save the day.
Oh yeah, the DLC is great.
Nothing to worry about.
Love Uncle Punchy Hands, as you put it. Big fan.
Me too.
I actually don't remember his first name, but
Oh, not at all. But that's his deal.
Uncle Punchy is awesome.
Absolutely. As is providing wonderful donations and reaching our incentives for our bid war for the Adventures of Batman, choosing if you want to play as Batman, having Cypher play as Batman or as Robin. So if you want to hit ! donate and lead towards that incentive, that's a fun choice that you can make today, chat.
Yeah. One more thing I'll say about the Zoe thing, where if you pick her, it adds a boss fight. You have to.
Yeah.
Mia comes back pissed more than ever, and you have to do an extra boss fight. And it's just like nothing that is canon if you pick Zoe. Like everything that happens when Zoe, it gets overwritten by DLC or like just isn't deemed what actually happened. So
Yeah.
it's just a needless choice that
It is kind of fun that you can see what an alternate universe set of decisions, I guess, could have done if you were like, you know what? I'm not actually a wife guy after all. Goodbye. I'm going to choose a stranger. But yeah, I don't know. It's just sort of a needless what if that just adds a bunch of time. And
I love Analog Amber's very casual "Bye, Ethan" as we switch characters, and we are now playing as Mia. Goodbye. Get consumed by the muck.
goodbye, husband. So long. I will write. It's his turn for 3 years. You actually trade off when it comes to Evie's mold consumption. So he's enlisted for 3 years so that Mia has a break.
Bless. We love taking turns.
So
And I'll just. Oh, go ahead.
this
And-
part
and
of the game is the part that like, everybody hates. But you get so much lore in the ship if you actually like explore everything. But at the same time, it's the most confusing map if you don't know what you're supposed to do. So, luckily, when you're speedrunning it, you know exactly where to go and exactly what to do. So, this went from my first playthrough being probably my least favorite section of the game to, honestly, this part of the game just feels like so automatic and rote because, again, once you beat Jack 3, this part of the game is just like, all right, there are some hard parts in there if you're trying to get all of the glitches. There's a couple of major glitches that can save you a total of like 30 seconds. Not easy to do glitches, but glitches nonetheless.
Okay, now let's see if I have my brain about me right now. I'm gonna go this way.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good
I
work.
remember by all the junk on the wall. Because I always stand up facing the wrong direction. I'm like, no.
And we're outside. And flash in 3, 2, 1.
I'm not going to spoil further into the Resident Evil series because obviously Village exists and everything. But I will say the boat section of this game made me desperately want Mia as a main playable character. Not a couple minute section, not like a side mission thing, like an actual main character like a Claire or Leon situation, you know?
I wish Claire had more lead character time in this franchise, honestly.
Yeah, the women often don't end up with lead time that I wish that they had because so many of them are really cool. And this section here really sets Mia up to be kind of a baddie. You know, she has all this training. She knows how to use all sorts of guns and like she's pretty tough. She's a tough cookie. So this idea that like we don't get to play her as a main character for more than this section has always just made me kind of bummed. I always wanted that.
Well, maybe there'll be a little bit more screen time for her in future games. I'd be excited to see that.
That'd be really cool.
So right there, you're trying to grab a fuse, put in this door.
Oh, there we go.
Bunny, do you do like the Alan call skip or anything like that?
I try to.
Okay.
It's very inconsistent for me so far. And I only do the first one. I don't blow myself up with the remote bombs.
Fair. All right, and now we are done with the first part of the ship, and now we go into flashback time. Again, a long cut scene right here where we meet Alan. And for some reason, I have a hatred of Alan.
Oh, I also dislike Alan.
Everybody seems to just make fun of this guy that we meet just now.
Well,
okay.
instead of roasting him, let's just give a little fun blurb about the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon. It's brought by the Twitch Unity Guild. So we're supporting and uplifting creators and creator-driven events all year long, celebrating each other's joys, sharing authentic voices and experiences, including the Twitch Latin Guild, Black Guild, and Twitch Women's Guild, and this year the Twitch Pride Guild. We are all proud to support the PCRF, where the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine delivers crucial and life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid where it's needed the most. With your support, we can help them continue this work so they don't end up like our good pal here, dying on the couch. If you're looking to donate, make sure you type !donate in chat. Get the link to our Tiltify page, and you make a direct donation. Right now, we have a bid war choosing between Batman and Robin for our run tomorrow, Adventures of Batman, with Cypher running it.
That was smooth.
I'm trying.
All right.
It wasn't good.
Here's a first potential skip. If you can do this right, you can skip a phone call. No, didn't get it. You can skip this phone call, and this phone call is 17 seconds of just listening to Alan drone on. Get your life together, Alan.
Yeah.
And if you get past a certain spot before the phone call happens, it'll skip over. And you can just leave this room, no problem. What a lack.
Yeah. You have to like interact with that as far from the mold pile as possible.
Now we're just following Evie into the elevator. Good work. And this moldy mold, which is the one of the most good work. Oh, he's still... No, he's still alive.
No,
oh, no,
he was just twitching.
Twitching.
Usually I
on Twitch.
shoot him in the butt so he stumbles out of the elevator, but this works too.
Yeah. It will not let you push the button on that elevator until that guy is either dead or out of the elevator.
Yeah, because it's my elevator. I called it, not him. And he's being rude.
It's my elevator and I want it now. Okay, so Bunny is not going for the second Allen skip, which is fine. It involves grabbing those remote bombs, and what you would do when you go to these next set of doors is place a bomb right there at the ground, and
Because
basically
we'd literally rather blow ourselves up than talk to him.
Exactly. That's how bad Alan is that we would rather blow ourselves up with a remote bomb than talk to Alan.
Well, as he even said during the wonderful blurbs and everything, as he even said, this is his fault. So, like, thanks, Alan.
Yeah, the more you learn about Alan, also from the lore, like, he's just an irredeemable character. There's nothing likable about him.
Yeah.
So right here, you're just trying to get to a spot where you see the watch kind of flickered for a second. I think it did it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You try to get to a certain spot, your watch will come up and it will like flicker white for a second, and that triggers Evie to show up where she just showed up.
Yeah. It'll like do a bunch of different numbers, but you can usually skip watching that and just get the little flash.
So right here, you would trigger the explosion if you had the remote bomb set up, and it would literally blast you through the doors, and you can keep going.
Yeah.
It's a great trick. It's a great party trick. I don't recommend it. No blowing yourself up for,
Yeah.
funsies.
Do not try this at home. Oh, nope. That's okay.
Wow. Oh, I thought you were going to get through that without...
Yeah, I thought I almost got through this scot-free. Okay. That's okay. We are so just lightly injured that it's not a big deal. And again,
And
we're
we're
mostly
almost-
just coming through delaying them because we just want to get to this button. Oh. Oh, come on.
Just wait. There's the other smolty. Good work.
Thanks.
That little hallway can be a problem. It can be a little rough, depending on how it goes.
ただいま館内の緊急保安システムが作動しました。
Fortunately, we're safe in the elevator. What could possibly go wrong from here?
Yeah.
It's such a
no,
fun
he's gone.
run. I love watching Resident Evil 7, and thank you so much for Ashes and Erica for participating in this event, helping us support the PCRF. Everybody watching, if you'd like, you can hit ! donate in chat to get the link to our Tiltify page.
Oh.
Or ! Incentives to see what's going on with our incentive goals.
Yep. So at this point in the game, it's just like a lot of running, just running from to your next place. We're almost getting to be done with this flashback where we've learned just how evil Evie is.
And how much Alan is a duty head that we do not like.
And another long-winded animation where Alan learns that he shouldn't eat shellfish because he's terribly allergic. That's my rewriting of this section, is he just had bad seafood.
We love a little lore.
Yep.
This is another thing. Now, Evie is clearly able to, like, listen no matter where you are. And she's, even at this point, they know that she's, like, so desperate for, like, approval and family and all these things. That insulting her, this, like, omniscient murder child, insulting her there feels like a bad move.
So what I'm hearing is that Alan deserves this. Yeah.
Now, I don't recommend just destroying people who insult you. So Evie's still in the wrong here. But yeah, if somebody was like literally melting people around me, I definitely wouldn't go around insulting her while she was listening.
Yeah. Not really up on their social graces, huh?
No.
Yep.
No.
Now we're surrounded in goop. I mean, this is how Venom started, right?
Yeah, we're in our goopy part of the Ren.
We're in our goop era.
Goop era, and then after this we'll be in our dark, Alone in the Dark era with Big Scare playing it. We reached our incentive to upgrade to NMG Emily Black Goat. So lots of fun here, a lot more fun immediately after.
And we are about to hit one of the only cutscenes you can skip in the entire game. Right now. A 90-minute speed run is the only time you can skip anything during the gameplay.
Yeah, I remember. You melted that dude I worked with.
Can we be a family like before? What is, you killed the father figure? What are you talking about? No, Evie.
She does look so much like Mia that I do kind of see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I could see that, you know.
I wonder if it was like an intentional thing from Umbrella to kind of like push that like family dynamic.
Well,
and for her obedience.
The lore, I think you're onto something. So the lore cover story is that we were transporting her to like a different facility, and that Mia was picked as like her caretaker that, you know, was pretending to be her mom on this trip, and Alan the dad and everything. And I think probably what happened is Mia was selected because she could pass for her mother, rather than it being intentional the other way for her to look like the agent.
Smart. So much cool stuff to find out about this game. Where for anyone just joining us, we have FieryAshes doing 80% run of Resident Evil 7 on easy mode with Erica Please doing the commentary. We are raising funds to help the PCRF. So yeah, if you would like to donate, you can just hit !donate in the chat.
And again, for any of you playing at home, this sequence, the ship can be so confusing, but what really for the speedrun is, what helps you is remembering and realizing how beneficial that elevator is. Like, you can get around and do a bunch of stuff just using that elevator that is all broken. So just because it's broken doesn't mean it's forgotten.
It's also super easy to forget the thing I just picked up in that room. There's like a little bottle of acid or whatever, and you can so easily forget to grab that. Oh, come on, girl. And just going all the way back to find it again is so it takes so long. It's so not worth it. So, oh hey, you jump. What is happening? Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I need you to get out of my way. Thank you.
Is now a good time for me to announce a new milestone that's open?
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, so because we've completed our milestone for Alone in the Dark, we have a new milestone open for Curse Crackers, for whom the bell tolls. We love to see a petting the dog incentive. If we reach $1,300, there's a giant dog we can pet. If Metro Crime will pet that dog in that game. So it closes at the end of the run, so everybody make sure you get those donation dollars in. We're 150 away.
Woot woot, come on, who doesn't want to pet a doggo?
I'm saying.
Real doggo, digital doggo, I want to pet all of them. And you should too.
You heard it, chat.
Yep, yes, get us to that $1,300 goal.
Except
And it
for-
is
Oh no, please go ahead.
Oh yeah, and it is for a good cause. We are the Twitch Unity marathon speedrun marathon is raising money for the PCRF, providing humanitarian aid in Palestine for the children in Gaza. So yeah, your donations go a long way to pet that dog and also change some lives.
Well, there you go. All right, so right now, I mean, Bunny's just like gathering supplies to try to fix the elevator, so that's why there's like not a whole lot just otherwise going around. This part of the speed running is just running, getting stuff. I don't even think, when if you get to a certain point in the speed run at this point, like you don't even have to fire a weapon in this part of the game if you so choose. Bunny is being safer and actually has a weapon. But I do this part completely without weapon and just run through it. It is doable, but almost done with it. We've got the elevator working again. Now we just basically got to go find our little boy toy Ethan, who is living his alien's best life, being all cocooned in black goo, just like Carter Burke in Aliens. That's a reference.
Just like me, for real.
Reference.
That's just you're just like being cozied up in alien goo, just like what you do on a Saturday night,
Yeah.
raising money for a good cause.
Cozy and warm and like a nice time for an October evening.
You might need your inhaler afterwards, but
Oh yeah.
Those
Yeah.
those blankie things that you can wear.
oh, a Snuggie.
Snuggie. I'm surprised there isn't like a xenomorph Snuggie.
Oh, that'd be so nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing that's surprising for sure.
Just like
Someone
Ethan
would buy
Winters,
it,
we're so locked in right now.
right? And now we get this cool little cutscene. Again, this is another famous pee break. So if you got 4 or 5 minutes, this is a great time to send some donations so we can talk about it.
Absolutely. And in the meantime, I'll just remind you that the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon is brought to you by members of the Twitch Unity Guilds. The Unity Guilds provide support and uplift creators and creator-driven events and incentives all year long, initiatives all year long. It's a space where guild members can celebrate each other's joy, share their voices and experiences. It includes the Twitch Latin Guild, the Twitch Black Guild, the Twitch Women's Guild, and this year, the Twitch Pride Guild. And participating in this 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon, we are proud to be supporting the PCRF, the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine, delivering crucial and life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid where it's needed the most. With your support, we can help them continue this vital work, ensuring that over 1 million children of Gaza receive the urgent care they need and deserve. In addition to the wonderful cause, if you're looking to donate, we have amazing incentives and bid wars for you to choose from. Right now, we have a choice between a playable character in Adventures of Batman tomorrow. There's a character bid war to decide if Cypher will play as Batman or as Robin. And we just had a new incentive unlock to pet the giant dog in Curse Crackers for whom the bell tolls. If we reach $1,300 before the end of the run, Metroid Crime will pet that giant dog. So hit !donate in the chat if you're looking to make a direct donation, and make sure to select that incentive when you do.
And just to give you all, we got about 10 minutes or so left of the game. 10 to 15, as long as things go pretty well here, which I think they will.
We're making great time.
Bunny is absolutely just owning this game, because she in fact does own this game. This is not a pirated copy.
Yes, I do in fact own this game, and sometime I'll own 2 copies of this game.
Yes.
When I buy the extra censored Japanese one.
I in fact own 2 versions of this game. Alright, so we're getting ungoofied by Mia. This is where the second boss fight would be. If you chose Zoe, she'd unwrap you just to be angry at you and try to kill you right here, and you get a little boss fight with, I think it's just like a screwdriver or something to try to attack her.
Mia, no, my love. No.
Mia, my love. Mia, my love.
So we only have about 10 or 15 minutes to pet that dog. So make sure, if you want to hit that incentive goal, you hit !donate in the chat and donate towards that incentive. We don't have much time.
That's like $10 a minute.
$10 a minute. We could do. We need to pet that giant dog in Curse Crackers for whom the bell tolls.
Here's the thing, right? I can't pet the dogs in this game. The 4-legged ones on the ground, I'm pretty anti-petting. So you in chat, all you lovely listeners out there and everybody, you need to do it for me and pet a dog that won't murder you.
No, I just came up, when you said that, it just made me think, in Resident Evil 7, you don't pet moldies, moldies pet you.
They have been petting me tonight, that's true.
They do try to reach out and touch you and, pet you and they'll
They're
rub your
actually
head.
just a big fan of that Reach Out and Pet Face song,
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I said it, that song
Yeah.
popped in my head. I was like, I have regrets. I know you shouldn't regret Depeche Mode, but...
Now, one thing you won't regret is making a donation
Exactly.
during the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon, because you're going to be donating towards an incentive to pet a dog in a video game, specifically Curse Crackers for Who the Bell Tolls, and provide life-saving medical relief and humanitarian aid where it's needed in Palestine, supporting the children of Gaza by supporting the PCRF. So you can't lose.
There you go.
Can't.
Fun fact about when you get in this little fishing shack, if you have grabbed no other backpacks up to this point, there is a backpack for you when you go up that ladder into that little fishing shack. It's not there if you've already grabbed backpacks, but if you haven't, like Bunny hasn't at this point, the backpack is there for grabs. It's a fun little fact.
My elevator.
This section can actually end a lot of runs. If you don't get in this, if you get in this elevator without, and one of those moldies gets in here, you can't get the elevator going until they're completely out of the elevator. And a lot of speedrunners at this point don't grab any weapons. So if a moldy gets in the elevator, a lot of people have had runs ruined at this elevator. But we are now entering, this is kind of like the final showdown of this. When you get to this point in the speedrun, it's like, okay, I'm like, this is it. This is the final adrenaline rush. Because once you get through these mines, it's pretty much like the beginning of the game, a lot of like scripted, easy peasy stuff minus one part. But this is literally the most difficult part of the last chunk of this game.
There's only one part left that I still like hold my breath during, of like, oh god, please let it go.
Let me guess, it's the trying to reach Evie when she's floating.
Actually, no. That part I feel pretty solid about. It's the 2 big vomity guys
yes.
at the top of this area. and like hitting them with the neurotoxin long enough to like get up the ladder without them puking on me. That is usually good, but there's been times where pukes hit me at the top of the ladder and I get knocked back down, and that's always a disappointment.
So this part of the game, if you actually look at all the lore of this particular spot, you'll learn that Lucas actually is just an actual psychopath compared to everybody else who's under the influence of the toxin. Lucas has actually been free of the toxins thanks to a shady background organization, and is just mad and evil and violent and murderous completely on his own. So it's a fun little lore that you get to learn if you look through this area.
Yeah, he's just a creep. He's just a creep who really likes torturing and exploding people. He's a bad man.
And now the most famous retry glitch in the game, because if you don't do it, you're really much slower. There we go.
Nice.
And now the final run up the... Oh, we need some Kate Bush running up the hill right now.
Absolutely.
While we're running up the hill, these bugs are raising.
There's no problems whatsoever in this last dash. I just want to remind everybody that they can use !donate to help support the PCRF, the primary humanitarian organization in Palestine, and your donation can go towards our incentive for petting the giant dog and our curse crackers for whom the bell toils run in the future, or you can do a bid war to choose between Batman or Robin as a playable character in the Adventures of Batman. We've already reached our incentive to upgrade to NMG Emily Black Goat for our upcoming game Alone in the Dark. Big Scared will be running that next as soon as we take care of business in Resident Evil 7. Fiery Ashes is currently running, and Erica Please is doing the commentary. We're also happy to support our cause and be a part of the 2024 Unity Speedrun Marathon.
I'm sure that for those of you watching, once I got to the top of that ladder I was talking about before, watched me like literally unclench and start breathing again.
You did it!
We did it. We got there. So there's 2 different places you can shoot with that neurotoxin to keep them from puking on you if you're going to bother with weapons at all there, which is you can hit the ground between them and hit them both with the neurotoxin, or if they've shifted a little bit already, then you can hit the smaller one in the stomach with the neurotoxin and get them both. But if it wears off too soon, they can knock you off that ladder, and then you have to deal with them all over again and restart the ladder, and it can add like a decent amount of time back on there if you're failing that too much.
You made it look so easy. I thought I should gap through it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. That part's just like the last nerve-wracking bit.
Bliss.
Yep, now we're just getting through all this sort of automated, again, much like we're back at the guest house, just like the beginning of the game. There's a lot of animated sequences that we can't skip. We just gotta get through it, hit all the spots, trigger all the things before we get to the actual last boss fight, which is the easiest boss fight. Can't take it for granted, can't sleep on it. Bad things can still happen, but from here on out, it's a pretty easy thing. And I will teach you some... What's that?
Oh, no, go on, sorry.
I'll teach the strat for the very last fight that makes...
Go for
the
it.
last fight is the easiest thing in the universe. Now you're just trying to get to Evie through all of her little psychic blasts. There you go.
Oh, that was a gold split, too. That was the
good,
classic
GG.
good old rainbow split.
We love to see it. We're so fast today. It's the supporting charity, I believe.
Bunny, what's your fastest on this time again?
We're really close to PB territory, actually.
That's what I thought. You're like... I actually have your speedrun profile up. 1:42 minutes and 33 seconds. We are... It's gonna be real close. There's a lot of animated sequences right now.
All right, lend us your power, chat. Let's go fast for charity.
Go fast. So at this point, you're just gonna use a circular saw and just go to town on this. This fight is a lot
Brushing
of
your teeth. It's fine.
yeah, brushing your teeth with a circular saw like you do, and then pretty much from here on out, you can literally pick your mouse up off. No, not quite yet. Almost. When you get to the final section of this fight, you can literally just pick up your mouse and just spam the left click button. You don't even have to do any aiming, and it's wonderful. But save all your ammo right now. Don't go to town on her. Trying to attack her during any of this sequence is just wasting it. She has iframes for this entire section for a while. So just relax, chill. Look at that beautiful... I don't know how many arms she has, but it's a lot.
Yeah, and while we're waiting for her to be vulnerable, make sure you hit ! donate in the chat, and hopefully we can hit our incentive to pet the dog and curse crackers as the bell tolls before we hit this PB. Fingers crossed.
All right, so now you're lifted up in the air. As soon as you get control of yourself, just do that to your foot. And now you can just pick up your mouse. You're not going to do any aiming whatsoever. We get Chris Redfield calling us with the whole use it. And there we go. You're smashing that F button to pick that up. Your mouse is just going to be in your hand like Bunny has right now. You're just going to spam that trigger button. Just fire off 5 shots as fast as you can. There you go. And now in the game, the actual end point is when it fades to black. It's the actual end of the run, but you are done. The game has been beaten. GG's.
GG's.
There's nothing worse than watching the clock right now if you're really close to a PB and watching her just crumble and be like, crumble faster, crumble faster.
We have a few powerful seconds to donate towards the incentive, and there we go, $10 from Ali Reggie. Go FieryAshes, go. And they put their $10 to the bidding war to choose Robin for the Batman Adventures of Batman run from Cypher.
Yay.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's that.
That's it. That's the game.
We did it. And end.
And then there's finally skippable movies when you get to the end.
1:43:15. Very respectable time.
For all the things that we chose to play safe, the fact that that is less than a minute away from like the best time I've done is pretty solid, honestly. I'm really proud.
All right. Do you guys, do y'all have any plugs that you guys want to make before we wrap up here?
Oh gosh. So, you know, as FieryAshes, I stream on Twitch 4 days a week. I stream on YouTube Thursday nights playing retro games like Earthbound right now and like other beloved games to me. I'm a member of the Old Ways podcast, which is a TTRPG podcast. So I'm in a Mage the Ascension of Babylon series that they're doing as somebody's avatar. If you know what Mage the Ascension is, that's really weird, and I hope you're intrigued. And we also just started a short run Old Gods of Appalachia play homebrewed story that's running just for Halloween this month and started yesterday and is coming out Fridays. Wherever you get your podcasts, just look up the Old Ways, and that's kind of the places you can find me right now. What about you, Erica?
Yeah, so I'm Erica Please, that's PLZ, and you can find me here on Twitch. I stream a variety of things, including but not limited to art. I do a lot of digital art. I also do a lot of roleplay stuff, either on GTA 5M servers or on Red Dead Redemption of Red M servers. You can come check me out there. Sometimes I play other things. I haven't speedrun for a while, but sometimes I speedrun. So yeah, come check me out there. If you want to see my art, you can actually go to Erica New Girl on Instagram or Twitter. Just fundraising so much money so far. Let's keep going.